Okay, and the other thing I want to ask you is, have you been working on any new techniques ever since?
Yeah, you know what I do when I sit and practice or play, which is I try to I try to put aside at least 1 to 2 hours a night at the end of the day where I just play, without any expectations. If I play during the day, a lot of times it's because I'm working on something or recording something. But at night, I just look for that undisturbed time to just let the mind just kind of like have a playtime. And I look for new ideas. Every day, I try to find something new that I haven't done before. Whether it's a chord, a technique. So I consciously make an effort to find new things. But the large sweeps happen here. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's recently, probably over the last year, I've started to visualize this different way of playing. And it's really bizarre and interesting and fascinating, but it involves these tremendous dynamic swings. Where as opposed to when we play, it's usually one dynamical, we get soft and we play, and then but I've been visualizing this way of playing where the body language and the dynamics change drastically. Like within a 10-second place, I might go through 3 to 6 different, intensely different dynamics and techniques. I know it sounds odd, but I see it here.
It does sound odd, but it also sounds very, very fascinating.
I see it, and I hear it, and obviously I always try to make sure that the end product is something musical, and not just a.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge, and I think I'm onto something.
That's great.
Yeah. It's completely different. But you have to. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Don't you expect
after that DVD. Stavo chiedendo a Steve se sta lavorando su delle nuove tecniche, su dei nuovi concetti. Mi sta dicendo che effettivamente sì, in questo periodo a parte che tutti i giorni cerca di lasciare almeno un'ora o due alla fine delle lunghe giornate lavorative, in cui praticamente suona soltanto senza aspettarsi nulla, e cercando di trovare dei modi nuovi di approcciare la musica e il suo strumento. E proprio in questo periodo stava dicendo che sta concettualizzando un nuovo modo di suonare basato su delle escursioni dinamiche estreme che avvengono anche in alcuni spazi temporali molto, molto ridotti. E ovviamente la sfida di una ricerca del genere è quella di far suonare il tutto in maniera musicale, e stava dicendo che sta proprio lavorando su questo. Ancora there's nothing that you have released about this yet, right? You're just onto something. But, okay. Stava dicendo che ancora non c'è stato, non ha ancora pubblicato nulla che fa intravedere questo nuovo approccio, ma crede di aver trovato un modo di procedere.
I can't even give you an example of
anything
that anybody has done that's like this.
Otherwise it would be new, I guess.
Yeah. So it's something that's there. I don't, I got to work on it.
Sure, that's very interesting. All right, well, I guess that's about it. The very last thing I wanted to ask you is if you think your tone has evolved and it's keeping evolving since the beginning.
Yeah,
it sounds to me like yes.
Absolutely, that's another conscious effort.
Un altro sforzo consapevole che sta facendo è l'evoluzione del timbro.
And the tone that I look for now is not a product of the amplifier or the guitar. That's part of it. But it's all in the fingers. You know, it's all in the way that the note is hit. And, you know, when I first started playing the guitar, I knew that it was never going to end. The ability, the desire, and the potential to get better and evolve and change and change. Some things change, like, you know, my fingers aren't going to be playing, they don't play as fast as they used to maybe, but the, you know, the tone and the notes and everything is really evolving, you know. And I think the reason why I've always felt that way is maybe I've never really felt that I was ever quite good enough. I know it sounds odd, but I've always felt like there was always a place to go. And it's a great thing, you know, because I'm very happy with the way I play. I love the way I play. You know, I do. And, you know,
Like you, because if you were not, that'd be
yeah,
trouble.
I mean, I see people that hate the way they play, and sure, there's
Even big names, you think?
oh sure, but well, I don't know, you know, but
Of course.
I've seen players that fascinate me, and I could never play like them, you know, and but I like the weird kind of things that I do, and it's just a joy. But the development of the tone is a conscious thing, you know. Once you change your picking here, that's going to change the tone a lot. You know, once you know, even the way you go from one note to another, and the way that you hold your notes, you know, and you sustain them when you're moving around, that has everything to do with your tone. I mean, listen to how Jeff Beck has just evolved through the years, you know. I mean, he's one of those guys that he's like a craftsman with the sound. He crafts it, and he constantly, every record, there's something different. It's a great inspiration, and it has to be a conscious effort on his part.
Of course.
So that's, you know, that's what I don't try to evolve like him, you know, obviously.
Evolving in a different way. But
Yeah,
still.
in our own way, but it is a challenge. But I know that's what I strive for.
Avevo chiesto a Steve, l'ultima domanda, se pensa che il suo modo di approcciare il timbro dello strumento si sia evoluto, sia in evoluzione da sempre, e ha confermato che questo sta avvenendo e continua ad avvenire continuamente. Praticamente sta lavorando molto sul modo in cui connette le singole note una all'altro, oppure come percuote le singole note, e questo ovviamente praticamente lo fa entrare in dei dettagli timbrici, dettagli sonori che si immaginava quando ha iniziato a suonare, che facevano parte di un percorso che non avrebbe avuto fine. E stava facendo l'esempio di Jeff Beck, ad esempio, di come si sia evoluto e di come preciso sia il suo approccio al timbro, in cui praticamente costruisce il suono come un artigiano, sta dicendo, like a craftsman, nota per nota praticamente, e stava dicendo che sta cercando di seguire un suo percorso, anche questo conscio, ovviamente diverso da quello di Jeff Beck, ma comunque molto preciso, molto consapevole. Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for the, how do you call that in English?
That's called a kaleidoscope.
The kaleidoscope performance, that's
Yes.
the best.
The boy with the kaleidoscope eyes.
All right.
All right, ciao. Grazie mille.